Hello and welcome back to HateWatchers. Today we're doing a special request retrospective comedy breakdown of episode 3 of the Book of Boba Fett. Let's jump right into it. Spoilers ahead. We open up on Jabba's former palace where this droid is warning Boba to beware of Voldemort.
The name that should not be spoken.
The droid then asks for some help with this round of Red Alert 2 he's playing against R2-D2, but Boba's too busy thinking about banthas to pay attention. Fennec thinks the droid's opponent isn't who they say they are.
Somebody else is behind that play.
The three get back to business as this guy stumbles in looking for his red stapler. He says his business is being disrupted by the meanest street gang in the galaxy, half man and half machine, and fully as sinister as Darth Vader himself. Boba Fett sets out to put this gang in their place and declines to donate to these orphaned refugee children along the way. He asks this group of Disney Channel tweens where he can find the big bad gang he's been hearing about. They tell him he's looking at him, and Boba Fett laughs for 13 minutes as they try and make him believe that they're tough stuff.
Go back to your palace. You're a crime boss.
They do all this while she's got a mobile fan for old people on her jacket, and this guy glued a webcam to his face, truly putting the I in Logitech. Boba Fett, still being the tough, shoot-first type of bounty hunter he's always been, hires these punks to hang out around the palace just so he can get some good laughs in throughout the day. The gang agrees and gets on their tricycles and make brum, brum noises with their mouths, and the opening credits are rolled. Back in the Bacta tank, Boba is dreaming of dropping seismic charges. His dreams then trail off to mounting a bantha, and he tells some refugee children to go back to their country. He dreams he's having a nice conversation with someone who has a fish for a head. Cruising around on his bantha again, he notices his friends have started barbecuing without him, so he rushes over to join. But he's too late. All of his buddies have passed out drunk already. Boba makes his own barbecue and wonders if his dream friends even really like him. Enough dreaming for one day. His real-world friend, African-American Chrysanthemum, is here to wake him up. Boba still has morning wood, and when they hug, Boba is uncomfortably close to climaxing. The cast of all that is here to save Boba from the awkwardness by attacking African-American Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum high-fives Boba. He then sees some delicious pigs and gets extremely hungry. Always remember to tenderize your meat. He then has a quick bite of pork shoulder. Team Disney comes in with their yo-yos to keep him from eating all the food. They finally get African-American Chrysanthemum to calm down, but only when Master Assassin Fennec Shand, her words, not mine, has to use a trap door. Boba's had time to calm himself down, and Chrysanthemum's like, dude! Then we see Boba and Fennec having a light lunch. Hearing that there may be some food around, Lizzo's cousins come knocking on the palace door. They offer Boba a gift, Danny Trejo, and they say he's not housebroken. Well, obviously not. In a pretty fucked up move, Boba shows off the chains he bought for African-American Chrysanthemum. The Hutts are offended, and they leave. Boba says to Chrysanthemum, let's go for a jog. You start first, and I'll totally catch up. Down in the pits, Boba is trying to train Danny Trejo, but he's resistant. Boba and the Bozo gang scoot on down to the mayor's office. The mayor's tail-headed assistant heads in to let the mayor know they've arrived when he accidentally locks himself inside. Oh no! Fennec and Boba rush over to free him, but it turns out it was a trick, and the tailhead is on the run. Nothing to worry about though, as the most feared gang in the Outer Rim is hot on his tail, after using up critical time by cutting each other off in crisscross applesauce fashion. They pursue him in a chase scene that is so slow, it would have felt faster if they were using razor scooters and Heelys on sand. Unfortunately, their scooters can't go around corners without completely stopping, because they are made entirely out of CGI. Tailhead knocks down a giant container of water, just so we can get this absolutely exhilarating scene. Yellow Scooter Boy struggles to turn his scooter at 2 miles per hour. Logitech starts jamming his cross-dressed heels into the speeder saying, you bitch, while Yellow Scooter Boy threatens him with a big lighter. Yellow Scooter Boy dies in an emotional scene. Grungy punk Disney princess kamikazes her parents' scooter onto Tailhead's and he crashes as she somehow drifts to a stop on a levitating speeder. 49 minutes later, Boba remembers he has a jetpack and catches up to the chase instantly, because at that speed they've only gone about 80 feet. The band Hollywood Undead shows up on Tatooine, and Logitech lets Boba know so he can fly down and get an autograph, and the episode comes to an end. Thanks for joining us on this retrospective breakdown of this particularly crappy episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Let us know in the comments below if you want us to do other retrospective comedy breakdowns like this, or if you prefer more general reviews of past shows. Or, of course, a mix of both. Also, stay tuned for a future video on the Book of Boba Fett. Remember to hit the thumbs up and that red subscribe button, as it helps our videos reach more struggling fans out there. Thank you again, and we'll catch you on the next one.